The other thing I want to talk about and briefly mention, because it's probably one of the most important initiatives, and that is where we are with the development of a custom election code. You probably are going to be hearing some recent news of the official launch of the First Nations Elections Act. It's a federal act that provides a mechanism for Indian bands, to increase their term of office from 2 to 4 years. And how the threshold, or how they essentially do it, they can do it as easily as passing a band council resolution. So it wouldn't involve a community vote. It would be more or less a band council resolution, and the next time a band would go through an election, that would be the operative thing to guide the election. Through discussions with council, what we decided is to come up with our own custom election code, which is an option that exists through the Indian Act. It's nothing new for bands throughout Canada. In fact, if you were to look at the 630 some odd bands within Canada, roughly 51% of those bands have a custom election code. So why is a custom election code so important? What it does, it essentially provides a voice for community to determine the way and manner upon which we choose leadership. So it can go into various areas, like determining term of office, the maximum up to 5 years. It can talk about the number of councillors that we would like to have in office, a maximum number. Currently, under the Indian Act, it's one councillor for every 100 members. It can also talk more specifically as well about the process upon which elections take place. So it gives more control for community to determine the process and manner upon which elections take place, which I think is an incredible thing. How we are approaching this is we got a team of individuals, two of which are soon to be lawyers, Aboriginal lawyers that have agreed to help us. One through the Confederacy of Mainland Mi'kmaq. The other one we just recently agreed through council resolution to provide the necessary funds to help us out with this. There is also another lawyer working out of Port Hawkesbury, Brina Fraser-Hatt, who has also been contracted through with the support of the Confederacy of Mainland Mi'kmaq, who have been quite instrumental in helping us on various initiatives. I just wanted to mention that. Come together and put the necessary work in place for us to develop our own custom election code. So how is the process sort of going to roll out? We're in the preliminary stages, and those stages involve research. So what it involves is a lot of it is legal research. What this team will be doing is they're going to be going through other custom election codes and doing an analysis of those codes, determining how different bands have approached it, and that would be one element of it. Another element would be examining how various custom election codes have been challenged legally, by various members throughout Canada, and to learn from those legal challenges, things like that. And then once that research is done, to roll out some community consultations, community information sessions, to get your views and ideas on what you see fit for a custom election code for our community. What do you think is important? Not only as a community member within Bach-and-Quay, but also officer, if you're an officer community member as well, because I often say, Bach-and-Quay is more than just a place. It's a spirit, and, we have community members in various parts of this country and even beyond this country. And they have a connection to our community, and so I'm looking to forward to sharing these ideas and having the discussions with you, and finding out what is important to you as it relates to elections, because how we elect leadership and the process by which we elect leadership is a very important thing. And and once we develop it, the process would be is we would have a vote. So at the end of the day, community members will have a say on whether or not they want this custom election code. And it will involve a vote of both on and off reserve. We're not unaccustomed to having votes, as you know, with the school, with the Mi'kmaq, with our own matrimonial property law. We were successful on that vote. And certainly, this is the way it will proceed for our community. So I'm thankful of all the people that are helping us through this. It's an aggressive thing in the sense of it's new for our community, and I'm really looking forward to it and listening to you and getting your feedback on this. So I just want to mention that as well.